Welcome to the Akashic Library.
Here's a thought that might change everything for you. What if your financial situation has almost nothing to do with your job or your budget, and everything to do with what's going on in your mind? Today, we're going to dive deep into the hidden beliefs that are literally creating your financial reality. And, this is the best part, how you can actually start changing them.
So, does this sound familiar? You are working harder than ever. You're putting in the extra hours, you're doing all the right things, but your bank account? It just doesn't seem to get the memo. It is such a frustrating cycle, right? And the reason for it might not be what you think at all. The answer isn't about hustling more. It's about looking inside.
This brings us to a really cool way of thinking about this, the mirror metaphor. Imagine your life as a giant mirror. Everything you see out there, your job, your relationships, and yep, your finances, it's all just a reflection. But a reflection of what exactly? Well, it's a reflection of your own inner mind. So it makes sense, right? If you want to change what you see in the mirror, you can't just wipe at the reflection. You have to change the image that's creating it in the first place.
And this slide just perfectly nails it. Trying to fix your money situation by just working harder, it's exactly like seeing a smudge of dirt on your face in the mirror and trying to wipe the glass. It's pointless. The problem isn't on the mirror, it's on you. That reflection is never going to change until you deal with the source of the smudge, which are your own limiting beliefs.
Okay, so where is this source? If it's not our conscious thoughts, if it's not our willpower, then what is running the show? Well, the answer lies deep in a part of our mind that works almost completely behind the scenes. We're talking about the subconscious. I want you to just look at this number for a second. 95%. That is how much of your daily life, your thoughts, your actions, your habits, your decisions is run not by your conscious mind, but by your subconscious. I mean, just let that sink in for a moment.
And here's a visual of what that actually looks like. You see that tiny little sliver? That's just 5%. That's your conscious mind. That's the part of you that sets goals, that makes New Year's resolutions. But that massive 95%, that's your subconscious. It's the silent giant that's actually in charge. And what this means is that your financial reality is pretty much a 95% perfect match to whatever your subconscious truly believes about money.
You know, the famous psychologist Carl Jung put it perfectly. He said, until you make the subconscious conscious, it will guide your life and you will call it destiny. Think about that. Your financial struggles, they're not your destiny. They're not just bad luck. They are a program. And the best news of all, a program can be rewritten.
So, if our subconscious is in the driver's seat, where did it even get this roadmap it's following? Where do these super powerful and often really negative beliefs about money even come from? Well, it turns out a lot of them were planted a long time ago, way before we were even aware of them.
For so many of us, this stuff starts way back in childhood. Maybe you grew up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or you just saw constant stress around paying bills. Sometimes it's way more subtle, like messages from society that tell us the work we do isn't that valuable. And so often, it boils down to this really deep, core feeling that we just aren't worthy of success or having more than enough.
Okay, so we've looked at the problem, we see where it comes from. But now for the most important part, the solution. Because you are not stuck with these beliefs. Not at all. We can move from just understanding the problem to actually solving it. So let's talk about how you can start reprogramming your mind and change that image in the mirror for good.
So how does this whole reprogramming thing work? Well, think about regular affirmations. If you stand in the mirror and say, I am wealthy, your conscious mind, that little 5%, might immediately fire back with, no, you're not. Have you seen your credit card bill? It just creates this internal fight. But certain techniques like subliminal audios are designed to completely bypass that critical little voice. They're like a secret back door, delivering new positive beliefs straight to the subconscious where they can plant new roots without any resistance.
And here is a super simple, actionable way you can start. The source material lays out a 21-day plan. It's just 2 key steps. First, you do a daily meditation to consciously work on healing your relationship with money. And second, you play a silent subliminal audio while you sleep to get that work done on the subconscious level. It's this powerful 1-2 punch designed to rewrite those old, outdated beliefs. And all of this leads us to the most empowering takeaway of all. The key to changing your financial reality, it's not out there somewhere. It's not in a different job. It's not in a lucky break. The power is, and it has always been, right inside you.
I want you to always remember this. Money is just energy. That's it. It's totally neutral. It isn't good or bad. It simply becomes whatever you believe it is.
So if you believe it's scarce and hard to get, guess what? It will be. But if you choose to believe that you are worthy of it and that it can flow to you easily, you open up a completely new reality for yourself.
So I'll leave you with this to really think about. The reflection you see in your life today is just based on your old programming. But the future, that's a blank slate. If you really commit to changing that image in your mind, what do you want your new reflection to show? The choice is entirely yours.
Water teaches that softness and adaptability overcome rigidity every time. Next, reprogram your mind in The Affirmation Effect.